Good evening there, we're back for another weather video. Last weekend I was off. I went down to Dunedin for a couple of days break, the Otago area. Actually driving down on New Year's Day in the central Otago area, Mackenzie country, there were a few thunderstorms that did bubble up, and we did talk about that in the last forecast I did. It's like 10 or 12 days ago now. But so that came to fruition. But after that there were no more storms as far as I'm concerned where I was located, so that was good. Anyway, then on Wednesday the 7th, there was a chance of thunderstorms. I remember seeing at the time in the models and all that sort of thing, yeah, there's a chance down sort of like eastern Otago way, maybe into South Canterbury in the evening, but I didn't really think anything would progress further northwards into Canterbury, but it eventually did. I believe the reasons being there was a wee little surface convergence, like trough you could say, a little bit of a southwest flick. It wasn't very strong, mind you. But it just moved up the Canterbury Plains, and I get the feeling that that is what made storms progress during the evening along the foothills and then finally into northern parts of North Canterbury, which is where I got this photo behind me. There were coldish temperatures in the atmosphere, well, the upper atmosphere, not on the ground. I typically look at about the 500 millibar level, 500 hectopascal level. I'm not saying things very correctly at the moment, I've got a stuffy nose. So yeah, up about that level it was around about -17, -18 degrees Celsius, and typically I like that around like -24, but there were very warm surface temperatures during the day, and the humidity levels, the dew point was up quite a bit, so that assisted with all that as well. There was actually a storm that blowed up in the Amiri area early mid-afternoon. I did go up there, and I heard a little bit of thunder. Yeah, nice big CB, but it sort of dissipated and blew out. And then I saw that stuff developing further southwards, and Peel Forest was starting to go off, and then it progressed to sort of like in behind Darfield and the hills there. And I thought, okay, something's moving a bit further northwards, and then it was happening in the hills behind Oxford and in behind Glen Tui there, and I thought, okay, I've got to go after this. So I zoomed off towards that way. I did get a few lightning photos of the storm there, and it looked quite impressive, but there was nothing really that great that came through. And then I got to sort of, well, I backtracked because things were moving northwards at this point. I got to near Ashley, took a few more photos around about there. Once again, nothing great. And then I saw a few little showers starting to bubble up around the Waikari area, sort of inland from Waipara. And I thought, okay, we've got to go further north once again. So I zoomed further northwards, and once I was going through Amberley, I started to see flashes to the north. There was still the storm a little bit further to the, I guess you'd say, southwest. Glen Tui, that area, and that was still there, but it was starting to lose a bit of strength. But the stuff on the leading edge, the one near Waikari, yeah, they were starting to get, yeah, there was flashes there. Okay, so I zoomed northwards. I got to Waikari, and there's a road which goes through to a place called Scargill, and then you've got a mountain range or sort of a hill range, and then on the other side you've got a road that goes up through to Culverden. I had to take one or the other. It was my only choice really, and the storm was moving in like a northeasterly direction. I took the option to go through to Scargill. I thought I could go around the back of the storm, but it would be moving progressively further away. Maybe it would die. Either way, I thought this thing could die soon. Anyway, raced towards Scargill, took that option, and I set up down a side road, and I got a few last flashes of the storm as it pumped away there, and I got that. So I'm pretty happy with that. One of my best photos yet. It did actually blow out the image quite a lot, but it's a raw image, and I sort of brought it back quite a bit, and it is as it is there. Apologies if the colours are not perfect. I am a bit colourblind, and I sometimes can't see the see how things should be exactly. There's temperature and tint controls, and yeah, I probably haven't got it right, but it still looks good. I'm sure the final product, once I tweak it a bit more, will be very nice. But yeah, a massive flash, isn't that cool? It's quite exciting stuff. There were some other photographers out. Leo Geddes, I think you must have been on holiday somewhere, going to Hamner perhaps, and you spotted the storm, but from the other side. You got to it a little bit earlier than I did. and you've got the whole cloud there illuminating and lightning flickering out of it. I don't believe you've looked at your photos yet, but I look forward to those when they come through. They will be quite cool to see. Then James O'Day in Colverton, very well known astrophotographer, takes a lot of aurora photos, and you took photos of the storm from Colverton, just I believe west of Colverton there. I even looked at the road where I think you're at, but it was a great view, and the composition was really great with the tree in the foreground there, and the you know, the field as it, all the sort of Amuri Basin as it went out in front here. And then I think you actually got the same bolt as me in this one, but it's just from a different angle. Really cool photo. And plenty of other people saw the storm. There were videos from Hanna of the cloud pulsating and flickering away. Very exciting stuff. I have seen that quite a few times. Always a challenge to get in the right spot. That's the main one, getting in the right spot at the right time. You've only got a certain window. And storms, when they happen on certain days, they often fire, you know, here, 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 and they can be like hundreds of kilometres apart. Are you going to get on the right one? It's always a battle. When I was taking this photo, fortunately, the rain wasn't falling just where I was. It was all around me. I was looking at the radars. I just happened to be in this little clear spot. And so it made photography a lot easier. I wasn't having to wipe the lens all the time, stuff like that. There were a lot of other storms this day up in the North Island. I do apologise, I can't remember all the people that took the photos. Ros Anderson, I think that was one. Some really cool photos of the sun setting and some lightning sort of coming in. They were very popular. I don't even know where you are. I think you're in the Bay of Plenty somewhere there. And many other photos. I can't remember them all. Please go to the New Zealand Stormchasers page on Facebook, the group one. The group one's where all the public can sort of interact and show their photos. And yeah, lots of stuff there. Very cool. And there are some more storm chances coming up. Let's move forward. Okay, this is coming out on Saturday evening. This is overnight into Sunday, early on Sunday morning. Strong northwesterly airflow over the country at the moment. Very warm temperatures, very hot. From about Monday, it's going to finally cool down for the South Island. And for that week ahead, I mean, temperatures will pick up again, sort of like next week, but they won't be as bad as they are right now. Very hot at the moment. But yeah, Monday when that front finally blows through, it will start to cool down. Monday will definitely hold a bit of relief. The North Island temperatures are going to pop back a bit next week. They won't be as hot as they are at the moment, but they will pop up again. So it is going to get quite warm. Generally speaking, the rain outlook, it's the west coast. That's where you're going to get the most rain, and it's mostly due to this front here, but also it will get areas of rain at times. Okay, so this is overnight tonight. Fiordland, you've got a chance of thunderstorms. There you go. A little bit of cold air starting to move in the upper atmosphere, providing a bit of instability there. Okay, the front moves a little further northwards tomorrow into the afternoon. Now on that front, there could be thunderstorms there for the west coast. There could even be some spillover into the Canterbury foothills there. It's got that sort of feel about it. There's very strong winds in the upper atmosphere. Sometimes those winds can push them over. Okay, and then we're going to go to overnight Sunday into early Monday morning. The front moves northwards. It's going to lose its instability up here, but we do get rain moving to this eastern side. That'll sound nice on the roof. And there's actually a nice little cold pool of upper air. I'm not saying storms are going to happen, but there is a possibility something could happen on a change, sort of overnight Sunday, early Monday morning, as that change hits. You never know, there could be something there. I'm not saying there will be, but it could be. Very good. Okay, we're going to skip forward to Wednesday now, because Monday afternoon itself and Tuesday, no thunderstorm chances there. But we go to Wednesday evening. Now it's these showers here. Central Otago, perhaps up into the Mackenzie country, maybe inland areas there in the east, perhaps even inland, South Canterbury. It's got a bit of instability there. Could be a thunderstorm maybe into the afternoon. Just have to keep an eye on it. North Island, not so much at this stage, but when we go to Thursday, you do have a chance. The basic giveaway is the showers there are conforming to the shape of the island. When you've got that, you know the land's playing an influence, and yeah, there'll be some instability. Could be an isolated thunderstorm or two there in the afternoon. And the South Island, you've got a similar chance there, sort of inland areas in the east. On Friday, the North Island, once again, you've got a chance. Once you see those showers there, conforming to the shape of the land. So another chance for you guys, and perhaps the northwestern corner there of the South Island. Now, there is some rain moving in from the Tasman Sea as we go to Saturday, a full week away. A bit of rain moving in over the South Island. That rain out there in the Pacific on Friday, okay, that sort of gets sucked in there and combining with that low, so a bit of rain. North Island, you've got the only chance of thunderstorms just here about the lower North Island. Once again, see those showers there conforming to the shape of the land. That is the giveaway. Okay, now there will be another video I think on Friday next week, so we will catch you then. Hopefully you get more thunderstorm pictures in the coming days. Catch you later. I've got a real stuffy nose at the moment.